When you hear that music, you know exactly what it means. It means that the bases are loaded. He's playing against the Mets, and he is ready to drive in some runs. We are joined right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone by the Hall of Famer, my guy, Chipper Jones. Good morning, Chip. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, fellas? How we doing?
We're good. We're good. I want to get into this conversation because I know that there is a lot going on in Major League Baseball, but I want to start off with asking you about you adopted the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers this year because of their coach. They end up losing in the College World Series. There was a suspect kind of getting tossed situation, but talk about what you thought about Coastal Carolina, the way that their coach goes about his business, and the fact that he called the umpire unathletic.
I thought that was great. Coach Schnall has been very impressive throughout his coaching career. He teaches his kids to play hard, to play the right way, to wear the uniform correctly, to respect your teammates, to respect your opponent, and above everything else, respect the game of baseball. And I just really think that Coastal has been kind of that under the radar baseball university for about the last 10 years. You know, they won a national championship, I believe in 16 or 17, I think they won it. But I can promise you this, there is no Division I team, especially teams in the SEC, that really want to have to go out and beat Coastal Carolina. As far as the confrontation in the first game or the second game of the series, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it, but wouldn't you know it, we had somebody behind the plate named Angel Hernandez Campos. You know, I mean, why not adopt the first and middle name of the worst umpire in Major League history? I mean, this guy he couldn't hack it in the big leagues, and now he's screwing up the College World Series too. I think you need to have a little patience in that situation. He did miss some pitches in the first inning. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of tension, being the last or the second to last game of the year. And, tensions were riding high. Now, I put out on X that whoever the guy who came in and just started flopping all over the place like LeBron James, I mean, he comes in, he pretty much initiates any kind of contact, and then he trips and falls. Oh my gosh! I have to believe that the NCAA probably is going to rescind that 2-game suspension because Coach Schnall in no way promoted contact there.
Yeah, and that's not how he rolls, and I know a lot of people are kind of feeling the same way. We're talking to Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, and Chipper, let's get into the MLB. I had a buddy text me just a little bit ago that said, "Hey, make sure you remind Chipper that he picked the Baltimore Orioles to make some moves." But not only that, but there's been some changes in the game. Obviously, the Orioles are struggling a little bit, but they're trying to find their way. The the AL East is one of the toughest ones that is out there. You're looking at what's happening with the New York Yankees. But talk about the Boston Red Sox and what you saw from them and the trade that was made with Rafael Devers.
A little surprising. But Devers certainly didn't endear himself to the coaching staff, the rest of the team, the front office as well, with some of the things that he said, how he went about his business. I can't imagine coming out and saying, look, I'm not moving to first base, or I'm not going to be the DH, or I'm not going to play in the outfield. That's just not my DNA. I'm going to do whatever I can to help the club however they see fit. I can understand being upset about bringing in Bregman,
Yeah.
but what's done is done, and they're doing what they think is best for the ball club. And things just got, quite honestly, they got ruined. I mean, they got ruined up there in Boston, and it just got to the point where somebody had to go, and Devers was it. He's a game changer at the plate. I think he's going to be, a pretty outstanding DH from here on out. I don't know why. He's got enough innings under his belt defensively that he struggles out there.
Yep.
So just put him in there in San Francisco. Let him hit in the place that Barry built, and I think he's in a good spot now. But the Red Sox to me, just looking at them, they're going to go as far as their starting pitching takes them. Garrett Crochet's a freaking stud. At the top of that rotation, they got Walker Buehler and a couple other guys falling into place. So that's going to be, don't sleep on my Tampa Bay Rays down in Tampa. I'm always very high on Tampa. It's a tough place to play now because you're going to an A-ball park, to go down there and play them. But the fact of the matter is they've gotten hot over the last month, and they're going to be in the mix as well.
Yeah, they always find a way to stay in the mix, and that is what we've been able to see for a long time. I want to go to the National League, and obviously the Cubbies are doing really well right now. Philadelphia Phillies are ahead in the East with the Mets and the Braves trailing. Your Atlanta Braves are struggling a little bit, and a lot of the heat right now that I've been seeing is on Mike Harris. Money Mike Harris playing center field and being a leader on that squad. He's struggling a little bit, but Acuna being back is kind of helping him out. What are they going to need to do to get Mike going?
Oh, he's got to make some adjustments. He's landing hard on the front side, which is causing him to go outside the strike zone quite a bit. As well as I do, when all that weight goes forward, it doesn't matter what pitch is coming, you get fooled a lot. He's got a low hand set, so he's got a little bit of a reverse C. As he starts his swing, he's got a little bit of that reverse C or a loop, as we call it, that's causing him to come up and under. His timing's got to be perfect on a pitch that he's looking for him to center it up. Right now, there's been a lot of foul balls to the opposite field and easy pop-ups to the opposite field. And that's classic, reverse C, if you will, or a loop. Yeah. So he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to get, instead of, cocking straight back, he's got to get his hands up a little bit. He's got to come from up top, get on top of balls. And as I like to say, start driving the ball through the wall and not trying to hit the ball over the wall. He is a superstar in center field defensively. Probably one of the reasons why he's still playing in Atlanta right now. One could say that maybe a stint in AAA might help him, but he's just too valuable defensively to not have in there. So we're going. I would imagine we're going to ride it out with him, and hopefully he'll have a monster second half.
Before I let you go, Chipper, I know you're a busy man, and I'll be in Atlanta here in a couple of weeks for SEC Media Days. You're obviously there, and you got something that you're going to be doing that's pretty special this year at the MLB Futures game with yourself being the manager and a former teammate of yours and mine, Marquise Grissom Grip, coaching on the other side. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't talked on the phone yet, but I would imagine there's going to be some kind of wager made on this. No, I'm just playing. we would never bet on baseball. He's got the American side. I got the national side. And, I think I'd be remiss if I didn't want to be a part of this weekend. The last two times that it was held in Atlanta, I believe in in the 70s, you know, Hank Aaron hit a home run in his home ballpark in an All-Star game. And, you know, when it was at our place in 2000, I hit a home run in my, you know, in my home ballpark in the series. And I just can't wait to see, you know, who shows out this year. You know, I think Acuna is making a strong push for it to get in there. But as far as the futures game, man, what a cool opportunity to see the next wave of young superstars coming up. We have a Zoom meeting today about the rosters and pitch counts for pitchers and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, Grip and I are just going to stay out of the way and let these boys kind of strut their stuff on the national stage. Not too much coaching. I may throw a 3-0 take sign or a stop sign if I don't want a base stolen or something like that. But other than that, let these kids play, let them have fun, and let them strut their stuff on probably the biggest stage that they're ever going to have played on up until this point. So just a tremendous opportunity for Grip and myself and all of our coaching staffs, and really looking forward to it here in a couple weeks.
That's exciting, man, and I can't wait to get to Atlanta. I'm gonna bug you and try to get over there and check some stuff out. So you already know how we get down. 35 years ago, you and I were drafted, and now look at us now, man. Just having some fun.
Yeah, you see all this, man.
I feel you. As always, man, I appreciate you taking the time, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all be good. Pleasure being with you.
There he is, Chipper Jones.